Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Be sure you come out and check out the squad on November 14th, Friday, November 14th, at the Mecca, Richfield Park, New York, for Respect Wrestling, presenting No Escape, Friday, November 14th. Don't want to miss it. Doors open at 7 p.m. Bell time is at 8 p.m. Friday, November 14th, at the Mecca, in Richfield Park, New Jersey. Respect Wrestling presents No Escape. You don't want to miss it. Champion Entertainment Wrestling presents Wrestling for a Cause 2, Save the Tatas, a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. Queensborough's Elks Lodge, October 18th. Doors open at 6 p.m., bell time 7 p.m. Be sure to check out Eventbrite for tickets. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. For Championship Entertainment presents Wrestling for a Cause 2, Save the Tatas. Queensborough's Elks Lodge, October 18th. Be a part and do a part for breast cancer awareness. Cutting a promo part 2, ladies and gentlemen, and while Mike is adjusting his hair, what do you don't feel fabulous today? You know, you just
no, not at all.
You gotta get you a gimmick look.
You
gotta get you something gimmicky. You know, I'm going with the hat and glasses thing, so we got to get you something gimmicky. Maybe like a faux Hulk or like a big red nose, like a clown or something. We got to work on something for you.
Really?
Or big like clock, like Flavor Flav or something like that. We got to get you.
Oh God, that's the last thing I need around my neck.
I put someone on the show last night, and they're watching, and they're like, "Ooh, I need a nickname too." it's like, yeah, everybody gets gimmicked up when they come to New York Wrestle Media and such. But we were discussing WrestlePalooza the other day. Shout out to Kicking It with the Kifu, who kicked in his input on his thoughts of what's going on with that show and WWE in a whole. But this part 2 will be the flip side of what happened that same day at All Out with AEW. I just realized I missed, like, out of the plethora of matches that were there, I think I missed like 3 or 4 of them, so maybe you could cover them.
Well, we'll see what matches you missed.
So, all right, so just because this show ran ridiculously long, and for a good reason. So, opening up the I guess the card, I believe, was the Ops versus the Workhorsemen. Didn't see that. So, all this was on 0 Hour?
Yeah, this was pretty much 0 Hour, just disguised as something, just called something else.
Okay, so anytime that I was watching, what was this was on YouTube?
Yeah.
Why, when I was on YouTube, I was getting the Renee Paquette, that Bryan Danielson, and what's his name?
RJ
City thing.
I mean, I guess they were doing a panel because it was funny on the panel. Like Bryan Danielson brought up Randy, what is his name in the like champions conversation? So
right.
I mean, I don't know.
So yeah, that was that's what I saw. I didn't get to see any of these matches, so I don't see them going, well, I guess. All right. So what happened here?
I mean, it was pretty much a standard tag match, honestly. Nothing really stood out. I mean, Workhorsemen are very impressive, but this was pretty much just Joe and Hobbs just killing them.
Okay.
Nothing really special here.
It didn't seem like it was going to be anything ridiculous because it looks like the match went only 5 minutes and 20 seconds anyway. So, all right. So I guess we didn't miss much there. So next up, they had Daniel Garcia versus Shibata.
Yeah, did you see this one?
You didn't see this one?
No, I'm asking you. Did you see?
Oh no! I tell you, anything at 0 hour, I didn't see.
Okay, so pretty much they're still tell the story of like Garcia's not really talking. He's like more focused now. So like then Danny Magic come out on commentary. So I pretty much his role is commentary for Danny Garcia matches going forward. And like as like Garcia's making his entrance, I hope this motherfucker looks me in the eye this time. It's like
Right.
in commentaries, I tell you like calm down, do your job, or you know what you were told, blah blah blah, that type of stuff. But Garcia Shibata, hard hitting match. And Garcia takes the win here. It was pretty much just Daddy Magic like, trying to explain why Garcia like turned, or like maybe he's trying to like, convince himself like maybe this is something else going on, or yeah. But it's pretty much just a Shibata Garcia match.
Okay, so a match that we didn't have on the card that I guess they added later was Hologram and Paragon.
Yeah,
I guess and defeated the Frat House.
mm-hmm.
This didn't look like it lasted long either. This looked like this has 3 minutes and 20 seconds.
Like all these matches are pretty much collision matches where like nothing really special happened. I mean, Hologram, they're teasing something with him, somebody who's gonna be making his debut soon. So like an evil version of Hologram, like it reminds me of like when they did like Sin Cara Blue and Sin Cara Negro. So expect that bullshit soon.
All right. Tony being Tony, got it. All right.
I think the new guy is like Aries. You like we've seen it before.
Yeah. And lastly, which I was looking forward to seeing, was the 8-woman tornado tailgate brawl.
Pretty much every brawl that these women have had doubled in this matchup. Were pretty much like staple guns, everything. They pulled out the woodworks for this.
Oh, okay. Fantastic. I'm glad I missed it. Awesome. All right. So what I did,
but the baby faces did win, so that was pretty much guaranteed.
So what I did catch was the kickoff of the show, and all we had the tag team match between FTR and Adam Copeland and Christian Cage, who came out to, of course, a sensational pop, being so that they're in Toronto. Who the hell was the dude in the when they were going to the ring that was in a mask and had a belt? Who the hell was that?
Hold on, let me pull up his name because Ben was messaging me with like, in our group chat about this. So
Right.
He obviously knew who he was, but
yeah, because that went way over my head. I'm gonna assume it's a Canadian staple or something.
Bubbles, and he's from the Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, okay, all right. So it's one of those reality TV show nonsense. Right. No, I don't even know. The Trailer Park Show is a sitcom. It's a sitcom. Okay. Yeah. Whatever. Okay. So
but yeah, Canada went crazy for Metalingus, and then when Christian came out, they pretty much just chanted, "He's our asshole." So appropriate chance for the hometown heroes.
I actually thought they were going to pull out his real old school theme as well. I thought they were going to do the old TNA one. I thought they were going to pull out, but
this song is the TNA version though.
Was it though?
Yeah, it's still the same.
I don't know. I don't know. It sounded
Edge has Metalingus forever. That's because he knows the band. But Christian, since he came into AEW, he's had this TNA OG theme.
The one that sounds like Evanescence? No, really?
Yeah.
I'm telling you,
your hearing must suck.
It's either that or it's not as musically.
It must be different for you then.
I don't know. Any case, not a bad match. I just was like, I wanted to see the old FTR, right? And
they definitely held back.
Yeah, I didn't get that. Definitely, yeah.
They definitely held back because what they did afterwards definitely means more matches to come. So
yeah. We had a surprise visitor show up during this match.
Well, I mean, we have to talk about the one spot in the match that everybody freaked out over, or was very happy to see that Edge did the 5 knuckle shuffle.
Oh yeah. I was gonna get to that, but I was more excited to see that the missus showed up.
Yeah, Beth Copeland.
Right, Beth Copeland.
I mean, she can't use Phoenix, so she's gonna use her husband's last name.
Yeah, what could she be? She could be did something different. She could be like Beth Goddess or some shit. I don't know.
Beth Bird.
Beth Copeland. Yeah, not gonna do.
Yeah, she killed. I mean, it's very good to see Stokely Hathaway in good positions like this because remember when he came to AEW, he really wasn't doing anything. He was being
Right.
passed around, but now him and they're solidifying him with F tier, and he got knocked the shit out of by Beth as soon as Beth arrived.
Yeah, and just to see his limp body being carried to the back by her.
But
He like I said, yeah, it's like you said, he's been limping around for a while, and thankfully they got him some work because Stokely's is a good dude. He's a great talker as well. He's charismatic dude. But as for like I said with this match, it was very it was okay. Nothing really jumped out to me.
yeah, I mean, like I said, pretty much holding back for the trilogy of matches that these two teams are going to have because afterwards they handcuffed Adam to the ropes and Beth gave like a big kiss for like goodbye, like hello and goodbye because FTO pretty much just picked her up and just gave her the spike pile driver right on her head.
Yeah,
And they got the hell out of Canada.
great spot.
Beth took it perfectly.
Yeah, like a G, like as we say in the book, like a G. With that though, Copeland and Cage took the win here at 18:05, which led us to probably one of the biggest returns in AEW history. We have Big Bill going up against the man himself, Eddie Kingston.
I mean,
Eddie was ripped and ready to go. Let me tell you something. I love Eddie. It's been a roller coaster of emotions with him as a fan of Eddie Kingston for many of us. Um, he could come off, as a disgruntled, angry man, but he could also come off as a very passionate and very engulfed in what he loves to do best, and which is professional wrestling. And we saw it tonight in this match, man. Chops. Big Bill was eating some of those chops. And, when Eddie was ready to tear up, he sure enough did. He tore up. How did he look to you?
I mean, I love that when he's not even indirectly a feud with him, he's wearing Claudio Sucks Eggs shirt. That was very funny to see him walk out with that.
Very throwback. And
also, you just know like what he's going to be doing next.
Right.
Now that he's back, but it's crazy to think that he's been gone for 16 months. Like that's how long this dude's been gone for.
Yeah. This is and this is one of those instances. Not only was it physical, but it was also mental as such. And people don't understand that happens to a lot of us. We start to question once the body starts to break down, how it starts to affect the mind and what it does to our self awareness and our self esteem and such. And then congratulations for Eddie for building it and building his confidence back and getting back in that ring.
I mean, Eddie did really well too. And also give credit to Big Bill as well. This dude has improved so much from when he was back in WWE back in 2016. I mean, this dude, like night and day.
Yeah, definitely. And we saw a pop up here that I didn't expect was going to happen. This was a shocker. We saw the signal go up, and out came Hook.
Yeah, because Brian Keith was meddling in a little too much, and they've been teasing this on Dynamite where Hook's been saying like he wants to align with someone or he needs to align with someone to like change the balance of AEW. So he chose Eddie Kingston. So it's not a bad pairing because it's probably it's gonna be a teacher and student type of thing for Eddie and Hook. So I mean, I'm fine with it. I mean, like Eddie got the big win here, no big surprise here, but now we have another team to have in the tag division with Eddie Kingston and Hook.
Speaking of tag teams, the expectation for AEW Dynamite is going to be that they're finally going to announce the women's tag titles.
Absolutely. I mean, this was something they've been waiting for.
Long time coming.
There's been a reason why they've been pairing women off in teams.
Yeah. We get Eddie Kingston with the win here for 7 minutes and 20 seconds in. Next up, we get the tables and tax match. MJF versus Mark Briscoe. And we get exactly what we expect.
We got tax, we got tables.
I was very, very much excited to see once MJF came out all in white. I was like, yeah, this is gonna get crazy.
Yeah, you know what? You once you see somebody with dressed up all white, it's all gonna be bloody.
Yeah.
Jay, don't forget to change the header thing because it says no Christian.
Big spots here. It was insane all over the place.
I will ask you with the way, because we know, like we just said, blood was gonna happen. Did you expect blood in one spot on MJF that they want them doing?
What are you talking about? The flow? The flow area?
That one was
the flow area.
6 years in this company, and I've never seen that before.
The flow. No, didn't expect that. But there was a lot of stuff that honestly, MJF surprises me, and with his, I guess his all around ability in the ring. You could get him to be technical if he needs to.
Mm-hmm.
You could get him to be a brawler, a personality if you need to, and then when it becomes hardcore time, he could turn it on as well. And so a guy who many may not appreciate, this is a guy who's able to go in the ring and do everything that's asked for him to do, and he's versatile. So in this match as well, I was more impressed that Mark just continues to show how resilient he is in the ring. Like he could still go at it. There's high flying spots. I mean, taking the frog splashes onto the fucking tax. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is fucking insane.
I was like expecting a Randy Orton Cactus Jack type of moment where, like, if you remember when Randy went for the RKO and he got his whole back covered in tax. I was kind of waiting for that moment for MJF in this match. But I mean, it's pretty much tax. What else can you do with tax at this point? And everything with tables as well.
Mark Briscoe pulls out the win here at almost 20 minutes into the match, and
very, very happy he won. He needed this win.
Does this end the feud?
It's on pause for now, but when MJF eventually gets the belt, we have a potential challenger.
Okay.
Because I mean, with AEW, they're definitely going to go down the line with this, but wherever they're going to recall this.
Next up, we get the Hurt Syndicate in a trios match versus the Demand.
I was going to say, like, what do you think of this new name for this trio?
Not a bad name. I gotta say, it's cool. I guess it's better than, I don't know, the Vision. I don't know, but
the Pure Fusion Collective.
How is how did MVP look to you in this match?
Pretty much just like an old veteran at this point with MVP. I mean, nothing. Like, he just did MVP stuff, and nothing really stood out. But I will say, Ricochet as a heel continues to make me laugh or just impress me. I mean, when he's facing off with Lashley, he does the whole like big muscle pose.
Yeah.
Lashley just knocked the shit out of him.
Was a shock here. Did the man get the win here? It's I guess we're not done with them yet. We're gonna see them down the line. Possible challengers for in the tag team ranks as well. They're gonna be stepping up at 13:45 to get the win here.
Mm-hmm. I mean, also, like I think we talked about in the predictions, but Hurt Syndicate seemed to also be teasing new members coming along, so we're gonna have to wait and see for that. But this wasn't needed to win for Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, or the man. Because, like I said, I think Gates of Agony have been around for so long, where now it's like one of those like final, like last chance pushes, where it's like, okay,
right.
They've been. It feels like they've been around for they've been here since day one, but they've been moved around Mogul Embassy. Now they did the thing with Brian Cage, and now they're here with Ricochet. So it's like, well, let's see what they can do now. Finally,
Right. Next up, we got for the AEW TBS Championship, we have Riho going up against Mercedes Moné. Gonna be honest with you, didn't care for this match. I'm sorry, it did nothing for me.
it was okay. It's just you knew the outcome. You knew Rio's not winning, and you knew Mercedes was not going to lose.
Yeah, that and I don't see it. I don't understand this whole infatuation with Riho. I don't see it. I mean, look,
Gail Kim doesn't get it, and Kenny Omega pretty much just told her to eat a dick.
really,
Yeah.
it's funny because little women in wrestling is always going to get criticized. You
Right.
see women like EO, you see Alexa Bliss, you see Roxanne Perez, and a lot of those women have shown that even with their size and stature, that they can go toe to toe with the elite of the elite when it comes to that division.
Mhm.
For me, with Rio, it's just I don't have her anywhere in that class of women. Like it just doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't. She just doesn't do it for me. And then, especially in this match, it was like Rio's back. We're in a championship match. Okay, cool. And it's like I don't care.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's like, why should we as fans care about her if she appears like once every year
Right.
for her yearly title match? It's also like it definitely feels forced. Where where remember when they started bringing in all the Japanese women in at once for AEW? Like, there's a reason Hikaru Shida got over because she showed off her personality and showed off her in-ring style.
Right.
The best. Riho, nobody knows what the fuck her background is. Like, who is she? It don't feel forced. Like, the fact that she's the first women's world champion kind of annoys me at this point. Where it's like, it should have been somebody else.
Even Mina Shirakawa, I'm like, okay, I could see it. I see her as a worker, but with Rio, it's just like, I'm sorry, I don't get it. I don't know.
By the way, what the hell's Sheeta? I miss her
I think
around.
she still suffers. She had injuries and shit that they were talking about. That she's always off and on with injuries.
I think it's been like a year now, though.
Yeah, Monet gets the win here at 16 minutes, and she retains the TBS championship. Next up for
By the way, all the men that had her belts on during her entrance, like, just stood there and not moving, like awkward, like models.
they reminded me of what's his name, Orlando Jordan.
Oh my god!
I knew that was about.
Where's the cream?
Oh, that I gotta look for that. It was him. That was the introduction of Rob Terry, and they're standing there.
They're feuding.
Oh, they were feuding, and
he just puts whipped cream all over him. It's like, come play with me, Rob.
But there was another part to it. I guess in the beginning when he debuted the gimmick and he shoots like lotion up, and it just like it's all
He gave him his load.
Where are you? Where are you? Wherever you at, Orlando Jordan, stay there, please. Next up, for the 3-way unified championship, we have of course the incoming champ, Kuchike Okada versus Takeshita and Mascara Dorada. And I'm like, why? Why is he here? Okay.
To eat a pin, like we said.
Yes.
But I mean,
I think the match was more centered around the tension between Okada and Takeshita, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the Continental Classic's coming up soon. I mean, this would obviously have to be the final.
Right.
And it's obviously going to be one of those things where Takeshita gets kicked out of the Don Callis family, or he sees the light and says, "This is bullshit. I don't need this dumbass like guiding my career." So
Takeshita is the hidden gem in AEW, and I'm really hoping that they start putting the battery behind him and pushing him forward. Okada.
Also, Takeshita's about to win New Japan's world title, so might as well AEW do something with him as well.
Right. Okada gets the win here at 21 minutes into the match. Okada, not to say that he's old, but if there's anybody that's going to be able to carry the flagship of a said style and culture and the ability to be that foreign champ, it would be Takeshita. I could see that happening for him. Next is what everybody was excited for, building up for. Not me, because although I love Darby, I really didn't give a shit about this at all either. We have Moxley versus Darby Allin in a coffin match.
Mm-hmm.
You get what you expected here, right?
Yeah, fork in the ear, which is disgusting as fuck. I did laugh at the spot where Darby did the suicide dive to Moxley and into the casket, and the casket closed. I wanted them to ring that bell so damn badly.
I was like, that would have been a perfect way to end the match. Like that would have been great.
Like ding ding double rest in peace. Like what would be the finish?
Yeah, that would have been cool. And then they had like to restart the match, and they boom, and then like it would have been cool.
And then I threw this out there as like a random thing, but Pac, who got his like last minute haircut before the first day of school.
Oh please!
He looks horrible.
I said, why did he do that? Oh, I let me see if I can draw up a picture. I was like, oh my god, why?
It looks horrible.
And he's always been like this. Like they call him the bastard and such, but with this look, this is not it, bro. Not it. Any other spots for you that really like stood out for you or such during this match?
I mean, it's pretty much the standard Moxley Darby type of match where again like the fork in the ear, and then pretty much when like Moxley started beating his ass, so it's pretty much was like, okay, Darby's done. But there was like once like later in the show where it was like, okay, now we're going stupid. Where we'll get into where you want to get into it now, where later on in the show, like Moxley just tells all the Death Riders to leave, and then I think he was gonna kill Darby or whatever his intention was.
Right.
But Darby escapes and then sets Moxley on fire in a body bag.
I know he's thinning, but like, come on, bro. You could have held on for a little while longer. Yeah. And this is the mommy. I didn't want this haircut. Look, it's like insane. Moxley with the win here, and afterwards we saw some extra shenanigans that occurred. We get the fake Moxley getting burned.
I mean, but not for nothing. The way they took the fire out, that I can believe that fucker was in the bag for real.
Yeah, you think so?
I mean, there was no way to cut the camera. It was very quick.
Yeah, he would be that kind of nut that would do that as well. Like he wouldn't give a shit.
Like they made sure that bag was not like burned.
Yeah, they ran quick.
I can't think of the word, but like it was definitely heavily engulfed.
And they would make sure it wasn't engulfed in flames.
Right, but now
yeah.
What were you gonna say?
No, I was like they made sure they ran in there quick to turn that fucking shit off. It wasn't even like any more than 5 seconds. It was like, and that was it.
That was the funny thing, because like the camera guy is standing there. It's like as soon as Darby sets it off, like it goes like a little big flame, and then something just like extinguished, and then pulled Darby off, and Darby's like, no.
Like I said, Moxie gets the win here with exactly 20 minutes for this match. Next up for the 4-way women's match.
I want to bring this up because before the next match, they teased that your boy's coming back.
Who's that?
Orange.
So, 4-way match for the AEW Women's Championship. We get the incoming champ, Timeless Toni Storm. Why did you say that? Jamie Hayter, Chris Statlander, and Thekla. Really good match, in my opinion, for a 4-way. Really, really good match.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I just love this one spot where like Tekla's doing the spider crawl or spider walk, where once you see it, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And Tony's like goes, I hate bug, or I hate fucking spiders, and she just kicks him straight between the legs and told that perfectly. Tony does not care, or her absurdity character, where she's pretty much just like shave your bushes, ladies, because we're gonna have a big fight on Saturday. Like she doesn't. That's how crazy her character is.
Anything that's gonna be absurd, she's gonna lean into it. Like I said, sometimes for me it could be a little bit too much, But in other times, like when it's the appointed time, I'm like, all right, okay, Tony, you got me. Big surprise here. We get Chris Statlander, your new AEW Women's World Champion. Well deserved, my dear. It's been a long time coming.
And she pinned the champion.
And she pinned the champion. That's the way to get it. That is exactly the way to get it.
Yeah, and she said at the post scrum that she will be a fighting champion, so she'll be defended on tonight's Dynamite against Nina Shirakawa.
That's gonna be a good way to start off her reign. Good job. I'm a fan of that.
I mean, also, do you think they're gonna do the Chris turn where she might join the Death Riders?
I don't know. I don't,
because they had Wheeler come out again and they whisper something to her, like give her some advice, and she told her to shoo. But I think eventually she'll cave and just join. Because you know what, because Marina's not the one. Like she's not the one to be in the ring working for these fucking guys. And Chris is a better worker overall.
Yeah, you know it's crazy that I really would have thought that when she got released, the perfect person that would have gone over there and become was Shayna Baszler. I thought she would have been big there, but WWE just said, no, we need you. Bring your ass back.
We'll bring you back. We'll bring you in as a producer.
Yeah,
or trainer,
which is a good thing. Next up, we get the match that everybody was involved in, a 4-way ladder match for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. We got Bandito and Brody King, Brodito. The Young
Bucks, Jet Speed,
and the Callis family. If you wanted shenanigans, you got shenanigans, ladies and gentlemen. This is what you asked for.
This is the match where I noticed Bryan Danielson's commentary during this match, where because Danielson is the type of commentator that's like kayfabe wise, he's like a realist. Where like for example, like Bandito's on top of the ladder, and the belts are like hanging behind him, and Bryan's like, grab the damn belts, like win the match. What are you doing? And then like he said the same thing for Speedball. And I just love like instead of like grabbing for the belts, let's do a backward double knee strike and almost break your leg. Because I was like Speedball, that was the stupidest spot of the match.
Yeah, I like when we get commentary like that because at least it's genuine, it's real.
Right. Well, he's not supposed to do that. But that's just Bryan being Bryan, and then
he's been doing that since he was in WWE. So
I love it.
Yeah.
Brody kill Speedball. This was another Speedball spot where pretty much like a driver on the ladder that broke in half but still stayed together.
Right. The floor. It was like, don't know if that was meant to happen. Okay, but all right. I'm not a big fan of Jet Speed, but I thought they looked really good in this match. They took the spots that they had to take. But we get a surprise return and a reunion of sorts, right?
Because I think Brodino got the belt, so that's that match. And then all of a sudden we see in the background Jack Perry make his return to AEW. I think it's been since Full Gear since we've seen him.
Sounds like about it, yeah.
Because I think that's where he dropped into Daniel Garcia, I believe.
Right.
Because he had the TNT title, but we see Jack and the Young Bucks go to kind of hug him, but he attacks them. Then they're about to hit him with the V trigger, with the double knees. Then the lights go out. Then we see a video where Jack Perry's dragging a coffin. Then we cut. It's pretty much the same video for Luchasaurus, where he's on a medical table. He's getting like oxygen, and then he wakes up, does a big roar, and then the lights come back on, and then he's in the ring. And then he double chokeslams the Young Bucks. And then we have this awkward standoff between Jack Perry and Luchasaurus where he takes his belt off that says kill switch, throws that shit in the air. I hope that thing didn't hit anybody in the eye. And then they do a big hug. And then we hear Tarzan boy.
Yeah, big pop from everybody.
But this is another moment where Bryan, on commentary, or somebody said it, where the immediately spoiled what was going to happen. Like, oh, look, it's Jungle Boy. I was like, you guys are ridiculous. Like, you can't. You have to stop spoiling things.
All right. Like you said, Brodito gets the win here. They retain at 24-40 body for the win here. And finally,
Well, now
leading.
this is
Oh,
what I
sorry.
mentioned. This now for this tag division. Now the Jurassic Express are back, and they've been the Young Bucks for a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, maybe there'll be some rivalries going on. And that's what I'm saying. Like now you're looking at what AEW pretty much has had for a while, which is in a very expanded tag team division. And then it's good. It's good to see that. And plus, with trios titles as well. See, that's why I said when it makes sense, I'm okay with having titles all over the place because there's so many teams and opportunities there. I'm good with that.
There is too many belts still.
Huh?
There's still too many belts.
Yep, but they're going to introduce one later on, so here comes more belts for you.
Yeah, but also too, like if you think about like singles pushes, Luchasaurus and Jack Perry, like there's really no like clear direction for them. So it's better off there as a team. And I love how Marco Stunt's like posted old pictures, like bro, they're not bringing you back. Like knock it off.
Yeah, isn't he like a singer now or something? Is he like doing country
I
music?
don't know. I just know that if he shows up on TV, Jim Cornette's head's gonna fucking pop off again.
Yeah, that was. I always thought that was like a weird pairing. Anyway,
It was like a freak show act.
finally for the AEW World Championship match, we have Kyle Fletcher going up against Hangman Adam Page. If any family member interfered, Fletcher would be stripped. Be able to be disqualified and stripped of the TNT Championship. Really, really good match, man.
How long did this go?
This went almost 40 minutes. It went 38-10. Really good match. It bled into WrestlePalooza.
Yeah.
And you know what? As well as it should have. This was the better. When you go look at the head-to-head, this was the better of the two matches that went head-to-head against each other.
Well, of course, it was going against Brock and Cena, but I mean, normally it would be like cut this in half or at least cut 10 minutes off, in my opinion. But I mean, this was really Kyle's coming out party, where pretty much he's going to be the future main eventer. He's going to be a future world champion in this company for the next couple of years. But again, it was like once they kept going and going and going, I was kind of like, okay, like we're going like 10 or 8 minutes, a little too long here, but I get it. I got what they were doing.
Yeah,
I mean,
they knew when to hit the old pencil in the ear behind the ear and stuff. They knew when to shake the ear to let it know, all right, it's time to go home because they're keeping an eye on what's going on in the other show. But even still, like you mentioned, Cal is finally being that independent star. He's broken away from his pairing with Osprey. You could tell that he's legit. And Hangman, like I said in the previous episode, I said early on for me, Hangman was pretty boring for me. He was kind of like, meh. I liked Hangman more as an indie guy, maybe even more in Ring of Honor. I thought his AEW early run was a bit stale for me, but now we see that he's coming of age of his older um, form and becoming the champ. He should have been the first time he got it. So spots was crazy here too, man. That spot off I believe it was the second rope that almost finished the match or damn near finished the match.
mm-hmm.
It was a true finally a true main event that I said, you know what, with no hiccups, no headaches, no unnecessary nonsense. We had a solid main event. Hangman Page retains here with 38-10 for the win and to close out AEW's All Out. Your thoughts on All Out altogether?
Perfect show. Awesome. Like we went through. Like I mean, like we didn't go like through like every match like blow by blow because honestly, like they do a lot of shit in their matches where you should watch them. And I would say this match, the main event, is definitely the match of the night where you definitely need to go out and check it. Because honestly, like or that, and I would say the 3-way too for the unified title.
Yeah. You mentioned it, there's so much that is more involved with it. Yeah, I'm still a little bit sketchy with the whole arcade mode that they have in certain wrestling spots that they have.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I've grown to say that I watch AEW just for what the presentation. I'm really just as not invested like I wanted it to be. So it's good. one of those I could pick up and watch, and I'm good with it.
Also, like I was telling a lot of people, like, it definitely feels like for a while now, where they definitely got that CM Punk stench off them. Where now it's like, okay, like, we can go forward. We can start. We're actually building stars where you can see where the future's going. To Castro, Fletcher,
Right.
Garcia again. We're gonna try with him, and like we still have Osprey, Omega, the Swerve as well. Hangman, which again is like one of those like interesting characters from the beginning, where like he was like sad, drunk, where he was like he felt like he didn't like belong, blah blah blah. But I mean, like AEW has done a very good job with Hangman, in my opinion.
Yeah.
As a single character going forward.
Before we close it out, I just want your thoughts and opinions of what occurred last night on WWE's NXT show. We finally got to see the invasion that people were long awaiting for. The closing of the main event. We get returning.
Fuck finish.
We get a fuck finish, but we also get returning former WWE stars that we've been excited that would come across. Especially, I was so happy to see Matt Cardona in the building. What was your thoughts?
He was happy to be back in the building too. I mean, because the King of the Indies has been wanting the WWE to sign him back.
Did you see? Did you see how happy he looked? He was in the.
Oh my god, biggest smile in the world. I mean, it's like when you say TNA invasions, I told people. Well, I've said this to some people that have asked me about it. Where so it's like disgruntled former ex WWE employee being led by Mike Santana.
Yeah, it's like quote unquote TNA roster, and it's like no, the former employees who have come back to return and who come back and want to rule the roost has made the return. Funny spot for me is Ricky Saints comes out and he immediately just turns and goes to look at the belt, and Bubba Femi comes out like Undertaker out of nowhere. It's like, okay, this is what we're doing now. All right, during the brouhaha, this is what's happening.
Meanwhile, it's like no mercies on Saturday for these fuckers.
By the way, fucking I don't know who took a bigger slap shot, Trick, fucking Santana or Trick. Like they was like, yeah. Somebody said lay it in, and they was like, bet I got you. It was like I got you.
Because I mean, we obviously it has to be a battle for glory. Mike Santana wins this belt, and Trick goes to the main roster afterwards, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, Trick, it's kind of I don't know what they feel about him, but I can definitely see them pairing him and Mello back on the main roster because they need teams. But it's also like Trick's one of those guys where I think the size definitely helps him, where they definitely push him as a singles.
Yeah.
Also that TNA invasion, I don't think Joe Hendry was out there, so that's pretty much just saying he's NXT going forward until the new year.
Yeah, there's already rumors saying that which means that he's gonna turn, right? That he'll probably just turn on them during whatever it is.
I don't see a turn, but it's definitely one of those things where he's gonna help TNA at the end, type of thing. But
maybe.
I mean, by the new year, he's definitely gonna be WWE and main roster bound.
Do you think it's fizzed out for him as of yet? Like I think maybe this happening would have maybe occurred maybe a year ago, but is there still some shine on the Joe Hendry gimmick?
I don't know. They're trying each week with different ways for him to pop up out of nowhere for people to say his name. So I mean
who knows?
We'll have to wait and see. I mean, also too, it's like that was like one like weird way to write somebody off where they're not going to re-sign with the company.
Yeah.
Backstage assault. It's like, oh, like we don't need you anymore, and you are fired. / you quit. What? Like what? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not getting it. But other than that, Mike, what we got coming up and what's happening down the line for New York Wrestle Media and of course History and Headlocks.
Well, I'll say for History and Headlocks, well, episodes will resume. Ariana will be making her return, and an episode will be coming out soon. Well, I'm gonna be talking to I don't know, maybe you or somebody else about guest host again, but we'll discuss off air what we'll do next for History and Headlocks.
All right, guys. As always, make sure you check us out, New York Wrestle Media, on all the social media outlets. The changeover has occurred. Still got more shows that we got to change over to the new YouTube, the old but new YouTube page. Changes are occurring here. Going to make sure that you guys be sure to like and subscribe and be a part of the vibe of all things connected to the essence, which is known as New York WrestleMania. And make sure you check out all things connected to us as well. It's on the YouTubes, on the TikToks, and the Facebooks, and the Instagrams. And going to be doing some closing promos for our friends at Respected Craft, as well as for a lovely and upcoming event for a great cause. And make sure you guys check them out as well. Show some love. Mike, don't go anywhere. I got something to talk to you once all the cameras are done rolling. And as always, check you guys out in a sec. Be sure you come out and check out the squad on November 14th, Friday, November 14th, at the Mecca, Richfield Park, New York, for Respect Wrestling, presenting No Escape, Friday, November 14th. Don't want to miss it. Doors open at 7 p.m. Bell time is at 8 p.m. Friday, November 14th, at the Mecca, in Richfield Park, New Jersey. Respect Wrestling presents No Escape. You don't want to miss it. Champion Entertainment Wrestling presents Wrestling for a Cause 2, Save the Tatas, a fundraiser for breast cancer awareness. Queensborough's Elks Lodge, October 18th. Doors open at 6 p.m., bell time 7 p.m. Be sure to check out Eventbrite for tickets. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. For Championship Entertainment presents Wrestling for a Cause 2, Save the Tatas. Queensborough's Elks Lodge, October 18th. Be a part and do a part for breast cancer awareness. In a sec.
2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
Sit, turn type, sit. Good boy. Ruff.